I have a surprise for you guys. Backstory, we went to a flea market called Rogers in Ohio. And lately I've been talking a lot about breeding Silkies because I love that specific type of chicken. They're just so sweet and fluffy. If you don't know what they are, Google them. They are so cute. Anyway, we had, got my 6 chickens from Tractor Supply, and I wasn't allowed anymore because I'm still supposed to be getting rid of some. But they didn't have Silkies when I went. But we were at Rogers, and I was like, Mother, if they have Silkies here, I want to definitely get like a girl Silkie and then raise them and just be awesome. So she's like, yeah, all right, whatever. We were walking along and there was this swarm of people, and I just heard beep, beep, beep. Little peeps, I heard them, and I heard quacking from the ducks, and I was like, livestock! So I rushed over there, I left them in the dust, and I saw this guy who was scooping chicks out into this big pen, which I, for one, felt horrible because little baby chicks need to be at 90 degrees, and it was probably around 40 degrees outside, and there was the wind blowing, and they were just in this, like, it's hard to explain what they were in. It was like a box, but with fencing on the sides, so like they had no protection from the wind or anything, and they didn't have a heat lamp, and I was so worried, and I just ran over there and I was like picking them all up, and I was like, oh, you little chickie, you're so cute. So I was looking through them all to see if there were any good breeds, specifically Silkies, and I didn't see any at all, and I was kind of bummed, and I was thinking, maybe I should trick my mother and tell her these are Silkies, because she wouldn't know the difference. And then the next thing I know, the guy comes out with another big box, and I'm like, ooh, more chickens? Here he is scooping out all these chickens, and he's like, these ones I just took out of the incubator before I left. And I was like, aw, well then you should put a heat lamp on them or something, God. Anyway, here he is scooping out all these baby peeps, and he picks one out. It's Silkies, they have blue, black skin, whatever you want to say. I always say blue skin, but other people say black skin. Whatever. But I saw this Silkie had blue skin, and I was like, oh my gosh, and I just dove in there, and I grabbed the little Silkie, and I was like, oh my goodness, you're so cute, and she was shivering, and I was like, oh. So I'm holding this thing, and I was waiting for him to come back, and then my mother comes up behind me, she's like, so are there any Silkies? And I was like, yes, this is a Silkie, and she's like, are you sure? And then we went through that whole entire thing, and he comes back, and my mother asks him how much the Silkie was, and he's like, oh, you picked the Silkie. Don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but I have this lone little Silkie, and I have him, I keep calling him and her, I don't know, we're trying to call it a her. I have her in this box, and I'm like, it's 40 degrees out. I'm trying to warm her up with my body heat, and I was so worried, because this was like only 20 minutes into Rogers, and it's like a couple hour adventure. So luckily she survived. I was so paranoid, and I didn't even get to really enjoy Rogers, so I kind of want to go back. But we found a couple cute things, and of course we got the cute Silkie. And today, sorry for the long backstory, but I want to introduce you to the cute little Silkie. You are going to love her. Her name is Elsa. Yes, that is from Frozen, because everyone's starting to name their animals Elsa. But we only did this because she is a white Silkie, and that reminds me of snow, and like, Elsa was kind of like a snow queen kind of person, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, if it's a boy though, its name's gonna be Roger because we got it from Rogers. But right now we're just calling her Elsa Roger, you know, the usual. So let's go meet the little bugger. Hi, Elsa. Elsa. Oh. And this is little Elsa. Say hi, Elsa. Where are you going? Well, this is little Elsa. We have issues with her a lot because she's a lone chicken. She's being raised alone. I want to eventually put her in with the other little ones that I have, but they're still way too big for her. She's so tiny. Even compared to regular peeps, she's tiny because Silkies are generally more tiny. There's a little plush hut house that my sister had for one of her stuffed animals a long time ago. that we use. She sleeps in it next to my bed because she's a little weirdo. But I love her. Little Elsa, what are you doing? Quit yelling. She does this all day. And it only gets worse. Where are you going? She likes to ride on people's shoulders too. I would have gotten her a friend if they would have had more Silkies, but they didn't. And there's no way my family was gonna let me get more. Well, Elsa wants to sit on my shoulder, so this is little Elsa. Oh, she's going away. She just doesn't like the camera. Sorry, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! If you would like your channel to be featured in one of my shout-out Saturdays, send your videos to me on Twitter at cardboardbox15 using hashtag #SSOhcluck. So easy, so send me your videos right now.